Where's the dildo?
Vagina launcher.
God, that cedar smells so good. I don't know where this brush all came from. I think a landscaper actually dumped it. We let them dump all their shit here, and then we'll bring a chipper in and chip it. But right now for the party, this will burn super, super hot. Usually we build a burn pile huge, and it's full of these huge stumps, and it literally burns for 2 weeks. You'll go to leave at midnight and look back, and you'll see a fire flared up 2 weeks later. fucking way too white to be able to drive that.
The white guy's out there trying to figure out how to get the four-wheeler started.
Well, you're dealing with a box of retards. Turn the fucking lights off!
But it was having a problem starting.
Jump off for a second.
Okay. And then now it's not even fucking turning over. So I just try to put it in neutral. Just to roll it in.
Keys off. So maybe somebody on YouTube knows the answer. I always thought, it's been doing this for months, right? I always thought it's because it's so air conditioned in there. When we come out here, the temperature differential, it acts crazy for a couple minutes.
Okay.
And then as soon as you're fine, as soon as it's adjusted, it runs fine. Well, it's been out here, it's at temperature. We didn't just drastically change temperature, so I don't know why it's still doing it. But typically you run it for a minute or two and it just smooths out and everything's fine. So what's the answer? That fires off a blank?
Yep.
Man, that fires way better than that thing.
Because science, there's 5 layers of pressure drop in here instead of 1.
Well, that'll fire one of those dildos.
Fuck yeah, you got a
Yes.
dildo?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Bring me the dildo.
Yes!
Are you friends? I don't give a fuck. Are you friends with your dildo? I mean, does the dildo matter to you? Is the dildo important in your life? If the dildo were to leave the county, would it make you mad?
Well, you know, it's kind of.
Record anything you want.
Hey, they might
I've
have
already pulled a
dildo.
provisional patent on this motherfucker. You can't see the magic, which is why it's covered up here. This
That's
covers
pretty
the magic.
neat, man. Like, I saw you doing this, I'm like, oh, awesome, another fucking dildo launcher.
No, we're going the other way.
That's pretty cool, man.
Where's the dildo?
Vagina launcher, the other way.
He's picking,
I'm fucking cocked
he has
efficient,
a-
and you have the cure.
he has a quiver of dildos.
I've got a fever for the flavor of the finger, and you ain't got it. Oh, there we. So you got a base on it?
No,
Oh well, this might get destroyed.
we need to cut a base.
Do we need
Okay.
to move it at all, or?
We need to cut a base.
Sit on that. Yeah, you got to put a base on that. Who's got a drink?
Who's a soda can?
You touched it without asking me a fucking question.
Negative.
I got an empty monster can.
Yeah, go grab
Fill
that.
it up full of water. Give me a full monster. It's got a, oh, by the way, it weighs 22 pounds, so it's
That thing's pretty
because
neat.
the barrel's made out of chromoly, because we didn't know what the pressures were gonna be. We could kind of predict, but it was a wide range. And we were afraid it was going to do bad things.
So can you step it down to aluminum, or?
Yeah, absolutely. We're 128 psi in the main chamber at peak, so I can go up to 1300 psi with 60 thousandths aluminum, 6 ALT6.
I have no idea.
So yeah, I just didn't know what was going to happen.
But Jeff's going to want to know what happens when the Coriolis effect comes into the Coriolis.
Okay,
Borealis.
okay. So the Coriolis does not come in. This has to be full of water. Coriolis doesn't come in because we're using a Bernoulli Venturi drop. So it's a donut. It's a vortex ring.
Cutting this to pieces.
No.
To put the dildo in.
We'll do that. This motherfucker's heavy.
He's not. That's the problem.
So here's the problem. The equation that describes.
Can you toy soldier for us for a minute, just till it's here?
Yeah. So here's what happens. You have two different equations you have to use to figure pressure drop and velocity in a given orifice. One is Bernoulli, that's for the Italian scientists to figure it out, and the other one is, depending on who you talk to, Venturi and Fernanda. The problem is one equation gives you a fuzzy output to another equation, which gives you a fuzzy output, so your diverging possibilities go like this as you go through the different stages.
But what if you're using SCSI logic?
Then you just do what we did and build it out of steel and see if it blows up, which is exactly what we did. Holy shit, why don't we have a drink yet?
Right there. Right behind.
Yeah! Fucking Pepsi hauls ass. Right.
I heard the tap.
Now, give me the other one the other way.
Ah! You motherfucker! Is it all over the camera?
I don't think so.
Dildo! For height! Come on, baby.
Nope, there's one in there.
Got a blank
That
drop back
blanket
into your
not ejected.
goddamn AKs.
I didn't even know they made blanks for
Oh,
Of course they do.
what the fuck?
I had a bolt over. There we
I
go.
thought the Russians just used real red.
Fucking flying cock.
Okay, who's got the Pepsi? Okay, now here's the deal.
I have
If you turn
Pepsi
the
all
Pepsi,
over me.
if you turn it this way, it will do that. If you turn it this way, all the pressure gets on the edge, and it doesn't unfold. You gotta get all the way down though.
That's gonna be a meme.
Jeff's gonna be licking me later, trying to recover
Okay.
the Pepsi.
I want to shoot something with it, but I don't want to fuck anything up.
Shoot those stumps over there.
A little hot.
I don't think that worked as planned.
That's gonna eat all the paint off those cars.
So yeah. Oh, here's the other fun part. You watch this. So you got a guy in the crowd, and he's being a total fucking asshole. So if that plant is the dude that you want to put the noise on, this thing focuses all the.
Chef's window.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get it. So it focuses all of the noise. That's the vortex ring.
Yeah. That's
So you can
fucking-
put
that's
all the
way blank.
noise.
Holy
You can
shit.
put all the noise on one dude if you need to. If you got a guy in the crowd being an asshole, you can put all the noise on his head. And it's not that loud. Down there, if you were down there when it hits you, it's like painful and it hurts. I've stood and let people shoot me with it. But yeah, fun times.
That's pretty neat, man. That's way neater than the videos.
Well, I didn't want to overpromise and underdeliver.
So is this is something you can put on an AK, or this is something you have to buy
This is
turnkey?
okay. So AK from here back. So if you are a person that can replace the barrel on your AK, you can replace this section and screw this section onto any AK. I built it with a pistol, so I didn't have any trouble with the ATF over being short barreled. So the actual barrel is only this big. There's a pre-burn chamber, a post-burn chamber, a main expansion chamber, secondary expansion chamber, and then a primary.
How's your plan to market them? You're going to sell turnkey.
Turnkey
ready to
for fire rescue.
That's neat, man.
The best thing is if I can get the ATF to buy off on them being manufactured as a non-Title I firearm, as them being manufactured from the word go as a rescue device, then I can get Norinco to make them for $200 a piece in China and bring them in and knock the nose off, put American barrel and American thing. You have brand new Norinco AKs.
That's neat.
So all legal. So that's the toy. Okay, 4 inventions ago. Now I got to work on the other 3. But anyway, there's a line thrower that comes out of
Go
it. I
find
left
my
the key
dildo.
bar that'll leave a Kevlar line, so you can put it out in the rip current and get kids. And I've got a projectile that has a
You might
life
like it,
jacket rolled up around it and turned into like a pool noodle when it blows up.
Have one
So
that launches like a line charge.
yeah, Miklik. Yeah. Or General Atomics has got a drone that's diameter that they're supposed to throw in windows, and they're designed for like 1st and 2nd story. And I'm gonna go down and say, hey, you want to put it in the 10th story? Or do you want to put it through the wall, or you want to put it in a car?
It's very neat, man.
Right. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for letting me shoot it. That was awesome.
That's gonna be way cooler than any of the fucking guns you see here this weekend.
Wait until we put a flashlight inside a fucking water bottle. Put a water bottle with a flashlight in it. Shoot that motherfucker. I got one here to shoot. What's his name? Trevor Knowlton sent one.
Hey, we need to light that fire. You got anything to light the fire? You got a good idea for lighting the bonfire this year? We're gonna use. I was gonna go real high. We were gonna use matches.
Well, okay. So here's what we do. We start shooting soda bottles full of napalm out of this, and we put a road flare down there. And when it finally gets enough vapor to the road flare, it goes off like a big fuel air bomb.
Do we have any ATF issues with that?
Fuck, I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy on that. Like, I don't know. Like,
Zach will know.
Yeah, ask Zach. That's what we'll do. We'll ask Zach. He'll tell us what's illegal and tell us how to do it. Like,
Legally.
He'll tell you how to
He'll tell
argue
us
about whether it's legal or
How
not.
to do it legally.
Yes.
Right. Zach will tell you it's legal if you say this when they show up. Those are my favorite ones. It's all about what you intended, Chris. No, there's way I gotta go to jail and just, I didn't want that. So anyway, the aluminum ones will be 8.5 pounds, so they'll be standard, just like
Neat,
regular
man.
AK.
All right, cool. Back to the air conditioner.